to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Shift together here from the D-line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now well throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now it's Elway. And this is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again with Ajayi. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Washington first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Elway. He finds Hearns left side. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Carr, they set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Carr.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This is Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr now to throw. Deep drop. And he's got Rodgers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Eli Rogers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Elway to throw on 2nd. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 92 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Avery Williamson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team had...
He's got a man, complete, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 93. Scobie now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Elway wants to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game.